Hey guys, TCOP13 here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Rune Factory 4 Special. I don't know what the fuck that voice crack was in the beginning, but oh well. No, I know what it is. So off screen, I went and downloaded those, the Another Episode things, because for the first month the game is out, you can get them for free. I just watched one of them. Oh god, they're so cute. And they're fully voiced too. Oh, it's really nice. Maybe a little sad. You know, happy sad. Whatever the fuck that means. Anyway, hey, checking out the request box. Is this the request box? Doesn't look like a box. Oh, nice to meet you. My name is Eliza. What? Huh? Who was that? Where are you? What? You can hear me? I can, but I can't see you. I'm right in front of your face. Whoa! The request box is talking to me? Maybe I should go to the clinic. No, that won't be necessary. I'm Eliza, the request box. And I'm ever so glad you can hear me. Now, listen up. Inside me is a list of all the important requests everyone has made. Because, let's face it, everyone needs help sometimes. But you can't solve all of them at once. No. So I'll help you solve them one by one. You got that? Okay. You're quite smart. Let's start by trying it out. Try taking a request. Let's start with this request. Come to the order symbol in the castle dragon room. Good. Well done. By the way, you can check your current request. Oh, sorry, I'm a little indigestion. I just had dinner. You can check your current request by accessing the notebook. The notebook can be opened by pressing the minus button or tapping the icon on the right side of the screen. Unfortunately, tapping the screen won't do anything for me because I'm not playing in handheld mode. Although, it's interesting this game has touch controls. That's pretty cool. I like that. If you find the request to be too difficult, you may cancel it from the notebook. Well, that should be enough explaining for one day. Your head is liable to explode. Start by going to the castle dragon room right away. Alright. We'll talk to everyone later. I want to check, yes, X is how you get rid of the text box. Good to know. So, this is the order symbol, right? Well, what am I supposed to be looking at exactly?
Hi.
John. Hey, Arthur. You checked for a request to the request box, I assume?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for coming here.
Actually,
I've been trying to find you. I would like us to discuss your duties as prince.
what?
What do you mean? The main role of a prince is to give directives to help shape the future of the nation. These directives are regarded as orders. And this is the place where you can make your orders. Orders?
Well,
I think it would be easier to understand if you simply try it. Please, make an order with these.
well,
What are these?
yes.
These are the points you'll need to spend to make orders. They're representative of your skill and reputation as a bona fide prince. You can make many different kinds of orders by using these prince points. Prince points. Well, give it a try.
That's true.
Choose any order you'd like.
Trust me.
Okay, got it.
What do I do?
Alright, so let's see. Oh, I think the only thing we can do is just expand our bag size, right? Yep. So 30 spaces we have.
Order! Yes! Good afternoon.
You finally made an order.
Yes.
I did.
Well,
Easy, wasn't it? Just use your prince points to make an order, and whatever you asked of your loyal subjects will come to pass without fail. Isn't it a little oppressive, though? For my will to be done without any question, I mean.
well,
But you're a prince. A prince, huh? What's wrong?
like,
I just don't want to make people mad by being too demanding, you know? This whole thing feels really selfish, I guess? No need to worry about that.
actually,
It's not as if you can do absolutely anything you want after all.
what?
Why?
Okay.
Not as long as there are prince points you can't. Put simply, prince points show how much people trust you as a prince. As you complete requests from the request box, you'll earn more prince points. In short, it's only when people trust you that you can save up enough prince points to matter. It takes a lot of points to affect any sort of major change.
but...
So if you're not trusted or well-liked, your powers are very limited. I see.
Yes.
Just think of it this way. If you have enough points to give an order, you've earned the right to give that order.
Well...
And since you've now completed my request,
here.
allow me to give you these as a token of my gratitude.
Well...
You should have noticed that your prince points just went up. How do I check?
Regrettably...
According to the Royal Guide, let's see. Look on the upper right of the screen. What does that mean exactly? Sounds strangely meta. Yeah, it does! It does sound pretty meta, Arthur. Fucking... Oh, man. I love fourth wall breaks, they're great.
Actually...
Note that you don't usually earn this much from one request. There's just one more thing I want you to do. It will require a large number of points. So I added a bit of a bonus. A show of confidence in you, as it were.
What?
Huh? Well, let's go on to the next request, shall we? The next request is to increase the number of tourists in this town by making an order. Tourists?
Yes.
Indeed. Money goes where people go, after all.
Here.
And the more money you make, the more you can develop the country. The role of a prince is to make this country a better place to be. And simply put, to accomplish that, tourists are absolutely essential. Alright, that makes sense.
That's true.
So let's hold a festival to attract tourists, shall we?
What?
A festival?
Well...
This is another one of those things you'll likely learn a bit easier by simply by doing it. Try to order a festival.
Good luck.
I think it would be better to choose a festival you can hold as soon as possible. That way you'll get a feel for the whole process much more quickly.
What do I do?
Alright, so the earliest festival we can get is... Cooking Contest. Bean Toss on the 10th. The Fluffing Festival on the 19th. Tournament Festival Summer 11th. Let's do the Cooking Contest.
Yes! Good afternoon.
Well done. You attracted more tourists by getting the town's name out there. And if the festival is a rousing success, like if you participated in it personally and really boost spirits, then you'll attract even more tourists, and this town will be a booming metropolis in no time. I see. So, what is Apprentice Prince exactly?
Actually...
That's your title. Your present title is determined by the number of tourists. As you advance in rank, you'll be able to issue more and more complex orders. The more tourists you bring in, the more the town will develop and the more new items you'll be able to purchase. For example, new vegetable and flower seeds, stronger weapons, more reliable armor, all of which will help you complete more complex requests.
Good luck.
Best of luck to you, Your Majesty.
Yes.
Thanks. Well, that does for my explanation of Prince work, so I guess my job here is done. You should check the request box every day, though. It's very, very important.
Good afternoon.
Now, if you'll excuse me. Alright.
What do I do?
No, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I do actually have 108 points. Is there anything I can do with 100 points? 500 points for increase my backpack size.
What do I do?
Others. Ah, that's swimsuit day.
What do I do?
Alright, so that was the DLC I got a code for. Yes, there's nothing else I can do, really.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all we can do here for today. Oh wait, hold on. Yes.
Mega good morning!
Alright, so let's start introducing ourselves to the townsfolk.
I am Porceline de Saint-Coquille!
Hi, I'm John. A pleasure to meet you, John. Now then, allow moi to introduce myself again, in a sexier voice.
I am Porceline de Saint-Coquille.
Nice to meet you? Wow, he's kind of weird. What the fuck is going on?
Good morning!
Good day, Your Majesty. It seems you've greeted everyone in town. Selphia is a marvelous place. I'm sure you will grow to love it in no time.
Good morning.
I feel an unfamiliar presence.
What?
Huh?
Wow!
Ah!
Oh,
Oh, it was you, John. My apologies. I'm glad I did not cut you down.
Where are my manners? My name is Forte. I serve the Holy Lady Ventuswil as her faithful Dragon Knight.
Dragon Knight? Oh, that's right. You're missing all your memories. Yeah. Oh, goodness.
I'm sorry.
My apologies. I hope I've not spoken too indelicately. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Still, it was an inappropriate topic to bring up. I'm sorry. Anyway, Dragon Knights. As the name suggests, it is my duty to protect Lady Ventuswil. On paper, at least. Huh? The power of a mere human is nothing compared to hers. She hardly requires the help of one. Oh, that makes sense, I guess. Yes. I didn't know Venti was that powerful. So though I hold the title of Dragon Knight, in truth my duty is to guard this town.
Accordingly, if you should have any problems, please feel free to come speak with me. I will do whatever I can to help.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, I appreciate that. And let's help the people in the plaza. And he's up there. Got Doug over here.
Hey, whoa!
Ha! Oh, it's just you. Hello?
What is it?
Yes?
Nah,
Nothing.
you kind of seem all stuffy and formal.
Is everyone in the royal family like that?
Hey,
Why not? It's fine.
what?
But
Hey,
I mean it.
yeah.
Well, if you insist. Not that I'm actually royalty, but
Yes!
great.
How is it?
So, you remember my name? Doug.
Right?
You do. Awesome.
I work here in the general store with Granny Blossom, if you've met her.
We've got lots of stuff, so stop on by and buy something, okay?
See ya!
Anyway, it's good to meet you. Someone's over by the lake.
Good morning. Oh, hi.
Oh, hello.
Well,
It's John, right? Yes, my name is Jones. I'm the town doctor. It's nice to meet you, Dr. Jones. I'm John. Yes, I know. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes!
It's nice to meet you too. By the way, have you managed to remember anything yet? No. I see. Memories are a strange thing. You never know what may trigger them to return. It doesn't need to be an earth-shattering revelation. It could be any little thing. There's no need to rush or force things. Relax and wait. They will return.
Yeah.
Thank you.
welcome.
Hi, you are?
I'm John. It's nice to meet you.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, you're the new kid who has memory issues, right? I'm Bado. I operate the forge. Forging stuff is really exhausting, so I don't do it too much.
What?
So, have you remember anything yet?
I'm afraid not.
Oh. Well, how about you try buying this then?
What is it?
Memory recovery medicine.
What? Really?
Sorry.
Huh?
All I want to do is make lots of money without working much. But you know, I never like taking advantage of people either. So don't go falling for great deals that sound too good to be true, okay?
Sorry.
Thanks, Bado. I've said it a lot before, but man, I fucking love this cast.
Good morning.
They're all great.
Hello.
Oh, hello, John.
Well...
Hi. That's right, I haven't given you my name yet, have I? I'm Nancy. Pleased to meet you.
Yes!
I'm John. It's my pleasure. My, how formal. You needn't be, sweetie. You can relax here.
Yeah.
Oh, well then, if you insist.
Right?
Though it's much easier said than done, I'm sure. Don't you worry.
What?
Huh? Take it easy and get used to things a little at a time. There's no rush. You'll find that everyone here is kind and easygoing. But there are a few nosy old ladies around, like me.
Yeah.
I see. Old? Oh, but please don't call me an old lady to my face, okay? That would hurt my feelings.
Morning!
Aha, John!
What?
Huh?
Hey!
Well, you are used to town now, yes?
No.
No, this would be too soon, I think.
Yes.
But there is no hurry. Take your time and you will find your place. Thank you. Oh, by the way. Yes? May I ask your name?
No.
Oh, this isn't the first time we've met, yes? Can't you remember? It's hard to remember a name I haven't been told yet.
I see.
Oh.
Well, don't worry about it. This happens all the time.
You know, now that we have these more flushed out voice lines, I can definitely hear who Xiaopai's VA is. Because before, no one really knew who it was. I mean, it says who it is in the instruction manual, but that's definitely Janice Kawaii. For those of you who play Three Houses, that's Selphia. And for those of you Danganronpa fans, that's Peko.
After all, I don't even get my name added to the gift exchange drawings. No, I told you, it's not that I forgot. I was just so busy thinking about my own problems that I forgot to ask for a proper introduction. Oh. So I don't think we've properly introduced ourselves. Now that you mention it, I do seem to remember it being Chlorica who told me your name. Oops. It seems I was a little clumsy, much like Mama. Sorry.
Oh well, this happens all the time too. Don't worry about it.
Huh?
But anyway, I'm pleased to meet you.
Oh, yeah. Nice to meet you too. Girl who hasn't told me her name yet.
Yes.
Why, thank you.
So, your name?
Oops. Hey, you want to tell me your name?
My name's Xiaopai.
Thank you, Xiaopai.
Mama and I live in the inn that's in the north part of town, yes? It's good to meet you.
Glad to meet you too.
Oh, she's adorable.
Welcome.
Bath.
John. Hi. Hello there. My name is Linfa. Oh, okay. Oh. What? Now that I think about it, this isn't the first we've met, is it? No, but I was kinda in a rush before. Oh my, so we haven't had a chance to introduce ourselves then. Well then, how about we do that now? I'm very pleased to meet you. Me too.
I think I'll wait a little bit. Because you can take a bath there at the end. But I'll wait a little bit. Might as well. Because it's better for me to do it when my RP and HP is low. Or, you know, better if I just do it before I go to bed. Alright, now I just get Arthur's bachelor introduction scene. So yeah, for those of you who couldn't figure it out, all the potential bachelors and bachelorettes, that's who we're seeing the cutscenes for. Those are the people you can romance. But of course, this game doesn't have any same-sex relationships. So, oops. Oh well. I mean, there's a way you can do it, but you have to, like, really plan it in advance. I mean, I'm sure there are people who can tell you how to do it online. I'm not exactly sure myself. But oh well.
Hello, John.
Would you like to talk for a
How
little?
goes your royal work? Oh, it's going fine.
Wow.
I see.
Yes.
I know I was right leaving those chores to you.
Nah.
Oh, it's not much. Of course, I shall assist you as much as I possibly can. Arthur. So do not worry so much, alright? I look forward to good things from you in the future, John.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, you know what, now that since we have Arthur in his office.
Wow.
Oh, John. This is the first time we've talked here, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. Well then, welcome to my office.
Oh.
You work here?
Yes.
Yes. Porcaline was kind enough to lend me a room he was not using at the time. And I've just finished moving my paperwork here from the palace.
Amazing.
Wow. I work mainly with other stores and businesses. I'm afraid you won't. I'm afraid you won't be able to help with most of it.
Oh, you know.
Oh, but there is one thing.
Actually.
John, are you familiar with the harvest report?
Like.
Harvest report? Weather and other conditions determine whether your harvest is bountiful or poor. A harvest report can predict what may be coming. In this geographical area, the predictions are good for about 1 week. I try to have the next week's report fully prepared by Friday.
Wow.
I'm I'm sure that can be some very useful information when farming.
What do you think?
Would you like a more detailed explanation? Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Let us say, for example, you grow turnips, and perhaps the turnip harvest falls on a bountiful day. In that case, you'll be able to harvest a lot more turnips than usual. On the other hand, if you harvest that crop on a poor day, you will receive less turnips. Aha, I see. Turnips generally take 3 days from planting to harvest. You'll still have time to harvest the crop if you plant it after hearing the harvest report.
I see.
And if the harvest report is bad, I can just wait and harvest that crop later.
Yes.
Yes, that's basically true. Basically? Let's say you choose to defer harvesting a crop due to a poor report. That particular plot of field will be tied up in that crop, unusable until you harvest it. With turnips, it's better to just go ahead and harvest it.
Regrettably.
Then you can plant it again and harvest it the week after. Oh, I get it. There are ways to manage this with slow-growing crops. There are various fertilizers which can speed up their growth, for example.
That's true.
Experiment with things and you might find something good. Aha, I get it.
Wonderful.
Excellent. You understood that quite quickly. I expected no less of you, John. Well then, that is the extent of my lecture on harvest reports. To learn of future reports, you may come speak to me. Or...
Okay.
Feel free to examine the books on the shelf over there. I'll keep the reports there for you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Well,
You're quite welcome. That reminds me.
I did it!
I know I have... red glasses, blue glasses, yellow glasses, spectacles. But it doesn't seem like it can be added to any inventories just yet. What? What? Why not? Alright then.
Welcome.
Yes. Arthur also does trade items. So you can go to him, and you could potentially find some really good stuff. I mean, granted, there's actually some pretty decent stuff here right now. I mean, we got food. He can sell literally anything, and I think his products change day to day. So if you can find him in his office, I'd recommend checking out what he has to offer for the day.
Please, take
And
your time.
He can sell equipment, fish, spells, fertilizers, food, random crap, literally anything. If it exists in the game, Arthur can sell it. I think there are maybe like a few exceptions, but generally, if it exists, it can be an Arthur shop. So I recommend checking out his shop as often as you can. I mean, granted, you won't be able to buy much in the beginning, because, you know, I only have 200 greed. Sonic Wind would be cool, but I think we get that for free later on, so not exactly worth purchasing. Fertilizer, that was pretty good. Especially Formula B.
Hope you'll be back. What do you think? Please come again.
Yeah, that's not bad. Alright, so I know there are a couple of things. Yeah, I know it's not food, Porco. Oh wait, do I not? Oh, can I not get it since Porco's here? Oh, well. Be sure to check everything. Who's diary? Oh, looking at Porco's diary. Hi, I'm Max de Saint KIEL. I'm recording my name in memory of my first visit here. Make sure you don't forget it. That's Max with an X. For extreme. De Saint. That's enough of that. Let's skip ahead. Do the same thing. Yeah. That's enough of that. Alright, so I know there are a couple things you can interact with and food will pop out. Yeah, so we get free rice and chocolate. Porco just hides it in all of his stuff. I think if you go back when Porco's not in the restaurant, you can get, more stuff. Ah, there we go. Hey, Margaret. If you need anything, just let me know, okay?
Thanks.
I will, thanks.
How is it?
Oh, that's right. You're a prince, aren't you? Is it too in play for me to just call you John? No, that's fine. I don't mind at all.
Great. Then that's what I'll call you. Oh, and you can just call me Margaret.
Of course. This town is pretty big. I hope you aren't getting lost.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine. Oh, and try not to walk around too late at night, okay? It can be dangerous.
Okay.
And be careful of this other thing, too. Oh, there are so many things I worry about.
People in this game are really nice. I really can't think of a character in this game that I don't like. I think that's kind of rare.
Welcome.
Oh, why hello there. Hi. Since I'll be living here now, I thought I'd come around and introduce myself properly.
Oh, my.
My, how courteous of you. I'm very pleased to meet you. The pleasure is mine. Oh, yes. We were in such a rush before, I forgot to mention that I run a general store.
A general store?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I run it right here out of my home. If there's anything you need, do stop on by.
Yes.
I will.
Hello. How is it?
Have you acclimated to...
Oh my god. Tripping over my words.
Have you acclimated to life here in town?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. I think I've grown a little more accustomed to it. Yes? You needn't speak so formally with me. Oh? I would really rather you didn't, actually. I'm still only training to be a butler. I'm not yet fit to serve anyone. That is why I ask. No, I beg you to be informal with me.
I'll do it.
I would like you to be my pretend master, so that I can hone my skills as a butler.
And the way I talk will help you pretend I'm your master?
Of course.
Yes, of course. Appearances can be very important, you know. Please, think of it as a great favor to me.
Alright.
Yes!
Thank you ever so much.
No problem. It doesn't sound all that hard.
Oh.
Also, if you wouldn't mind terribly,
What?
Yes?
would it be possible for me to call you Prince?
I'm not a prince, you know.
I know that. It's just, well, it's always been a dream of mine.
Let me think about this. Nah, it's alright, Vishnu, you can call me Prince. It's a little embarrassing, to be honest, but I guess it can't hurt every now and again.
Yes!
Really? Thank you so much, Prince.
Hello.
Hi, Chlorica. Excuse me.
Oh, hello.
John.
Oh, yes, that's right. Hello, Joan. I'll remember your name the next time, I promise.
Bye.
So welcome. I look forward to serving you.
Yeah, there's just one person left to introduce ourselves to, and that's everyone.
Welcome.
Oh, hello. You're...
I'm a famous detective.
Don't be silly.
Illuminata, the great detective.
The one and only famous detective here is me.
Is that true?
You are?
Of course.
Wait, didn't I tell you all this before?
Well...
Right, you did. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Well then, since you're the town newcomer, let me give you a word of advice. If you want flower seeds, you come to my shop. Got it?
To your shop?
Yes.
Right. I run a flower shop here. Feel free to stop by anytime.
Bye.
Anyway, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Alright, so that should be everyone in town. I want to go back to the field real quick.
Hello.
Something to talk to Benzie about. Usually you can tell if there's something new to talk about with someone if you see a yellow text bubble above them. If it's white, then you've already talked to that person, and there's nothing new. How many seeds did I get? I got 4? Oh, this field's gonna be real fucking weird. Yeah, I can't even do any... Oh, I can... I guess I can do those 2 squares, but... fuck it.
Yes!
All my skills are going up. That's not right.
I did it!
Alright. We're gonna still...
Hello!
Oh, that reminds me.
Spring is so warm.
That's true.
Welcome. Ooh.
So you want to learn how to cook? Well then, allow moi to present you with one cooking tool for free. Really? For me? I'd like to have more chefs making delicious dishes and beautiful beaming smiles. Porcaline.
Oh no!
I expect droves of delectable dishes from you, John.
Oh!
Whoops, I trailed off on a tangent there. You can only use this cooking tool to make simple dishes.
Well,
Simple dishes only. Correct. To make other kinds of dishes, you will need a license and the appropriate cooking tool. I need a license?
Yes!
Correct. You can order a license when you've collected enough prince points. Once you get your license, come to moi and I will sell you the cooking tools you need. A knife, for example, to make sashimi, or a mixer to make juices and drinks. There are many, many, many kinds of cooking tools. Okay, I get it. First I have to get my license, right?
Yes!
Exactamundo.
Woohoo!
Then and only then can you take advantage of this wonderfully free cooking tool. And because you're wonderful, I'll give you an onigiri recipe as a freebie. To learn more recipes, eat some cooking bread and it'll just come to you. I sell cooking bread and more here, so stop by when you feel the need. Of course, you can try cooking without a recipe, but it's ferociously difficult. I would scurry in the other direction. So yeah, we have our first
Thank you
cooking
so
tool,
much.
so we can actually make dishes now. Again, like Porco said, only simple dishes. And really, only then we can only make onigiri since that's the only recipe we have. I'm gonna put this here. Since we do have rice, we can go in here and we can cook ourselves an onigiri. Now, if you have a recipe, the reason why it's important to have a recipe, the RP cost to make the dish goes down drastically once you have the recipe. Because if you try to make it without a recipe, it's going to cost like an exorbitant amount of RP, and hell, you might even fucking kill yourself trying to make some fucking sushi. Who knows? But yeah, let's make ourselves some onigiri. Alright, we got some cooking experience. Not exactly at level 1 yet, but we're almost there. And of course, you can buy ingredients from the general store, mostly rice and chocolate. I think they do sell a couple of other things, but I don't exactly remember what it is they also sell. I mean, we can go and check. Really, it's no problem, John.
Well, hello. Welcome.
So, let's see.
Welcome.
Oh, they also sell wine. Same with flour, oil, and curry powder and rice flour. They also sell a couple tools for monsters, like a brush, some clippers, and magnifying glass. You could actually get some like really in-depth details about your crops. And I haven't said it before, but this game is seriously in-depth. Like, you wouldn't expect it, but this game is really in-depth. I'm sure we'll get into that more later. Because, you know, we're only just starting out. We don't need to worry about super complex stuff right now. You know, even with the clippers here, I wouldn't recommend buying them. Because you could get them as a drop out in the field. Like, if you fight woolies, sometimes they might just drop clippers.
Please come again.
hello.
Alright, I wanted to go back to the restaurant. Because if we talk to Porco, we can get... Well, he also sells dishes.
Welcome!
Okay, I didn't realize he only sold apple pie for 5,800 so, hey,
Thank you very
maybe not.
Anything else?
But we can get recipe bread from Porco, and, well, they cost 100 gold each. I mean, it's not worth getting them for right
Anything
now,
else?
but, we can get different kinds of, because there are different kinds of crafting you can do. Forging, accessory making, chemistry, and all those different kinds of recipe breads you can buy from Porco. However, he can only make a specific amount of them per day, so keep that in mind as you go to, around, trying to get recipes. You can only get a certain amount each day, so just keep that in mind.
May I?
Ah, John. Are you going somewhere? There are monsters outside of town, so it's dangerous to be wandering around.
Monsters?
Yes.
You can avoid them mostly, but sooner or later you may have to fight.
Meaning I'd have to cut them down?
That's right. Can't we all just get along? You're sweet, John. Huh? No, I just mean... Don't worry. Defeating monsters doesn't mean you're killing them.
Huh?
For example,
The weapons and farm tools we use have a magic spell called Tamitaya cast upon them. This Tamitaya prevents our attacks from actually harming the monsters, instead sending them to the Forest of Beginnings.
The Forest of Beginnings?
That's the world in which the monsters live. They enter our world through roads called gates.
I see.
that means...
To send them back to the Forest of Beginnings, you'll need a weapon with the Tamitaya spell cast upon it. Do you have such a weapon in your possession?
I do.
Looks like you're all set then. Still, give this one a try as well. You might like it.
Claymore.
Longswords are highly effective and cover large areas. You can attack multiple monsters at once, too.
However,
Its downside is the slow swing, which leaves you vulnerable to counterattacks. So try and anticipate your enemy's moves and use it accordingly. Thank you very much. Weapons are important partners that you'll entrust with your life. You should find out for yourself which weapon suits you the best.
I will.
you know,
I think that does it for the explanations. However, I must ask you one more thing before you leave. How confident are you in your own skills?
Ah, so this is difficulty. I am become death. Hell mode. That's new. Strength. Very strong. I can change. Fuck it.
I see.
Let's see what happens.
Oh,
Oh, and one more thing. When the enemy strength overwhelms you, gaze upon the trophy in the castle basement.
Huh?
I'm not sure what it means, but it's a charm we knights have passed down for quite some time. Should you become overwhelmed, it might be worth trying.
Okay, thanks.
Enemy strength overwhelms you, gaze upon the trophy in the castle basement?
Is that it? Try not to forget.
Now there is something I'd like to give you, if I may.
Is this?
You must always strive to carry food with you when you're leaving the town. By eating food, you'll gain benefits such as health restoration and time skill boosts. These benefits change depending on the type of food you eat. Don't underestimate the power of a good meal. Unless you're fully prepared, it's really quite dangerous out there.
Alright.
My apologies for being so nosy.
goodbye.
Please be careful.
Honestly, I'm not you know, let me eat my onigiri. Might as well. I'm not too confident I'll be able to do too well. Hard mode, but heck, I can always change the difficulty later. Alright, we got some antidote herbs as well. A lot of medicinal herbs. Glad we have medicinal herbs.
Yeah!
Alright, here's our first enemy, a woolly.
I did it!
Oh my god, go down! Yeah, enemies are definitely stronger on hard mode. Not even a drop. Oh, I was gonna say, be careful with those save points out here in the field, because you could end up destroying them if you get a little overzealous with your attacks. Shaved woolly here too. Ow, that did some damage.
Hey, see what I say? You can get clippers as a drop.
I did it! I did it!
Alright, you know, while I hate to seem like I'm pussing out, I think I am going to change the difficulty back down to normal. I mean, maybe I'll turn it up to hard later. But I think for now, like, you know, because I haven't played this game in a while. And not to make excuses for myself. Oh, here it is. I'll just go on normal mode. 'Cause, I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna have enough trouble on normal mode. Because I know there's one boss later on. Those of you who played this game know the Delirium Lava Ruins. Oh, that's gonna be fun. It also makes enemies in the early game a lot easier to kill. This forest has a strange atmosphere to it. Butterflies? Ah, it's a monster! Okay, I ranked up in swords. The short sword dash attack. Attack while dashing to stab a faraway enemy. So if I do this, if you hit R then B, you get a dash attack. Hey, and a small shield. I'll equip that. Definitely good for closing the distance against these archers too.
I did it!
Hey, recovery potions. So yeah, you can pick these up in a stack. Pick up similar items, stack them. Even when you take them out of the bag, they'll be in a stack. These boxes will always contain random stuff relative to the area you're in. I can't exactly do much with branches, but I might as well hold on to it. I can use it later. Alright, so... Huh? Something's preventing me from going forward. Guess I should try again after I get rid of the monsters. So yeah, those barriers will go away once you get rid of all the monsters. Ow. And also these gates. Destroy them, the monsters will infinitely spawn. Hey, don't. I just dashed into that arrow. You can strike the arrows out of the air by hitting them with your weapon. Now that I've defeated the monsters, I guess I can continue forward. Maybe I should try getting rid of the monsters when I hit a roadblock like this. Butterflies again. I wonder what's out there. Ants, apparently.
I did it!
What do we got here? Ooh, bamboo shoot. Now you might be wondering, hey John, why are you picking up all this grass anyway? It's useful for medicine making later.
I did it!
Oh, more equipment. Bamboo scrap, sheep cloth. I only had a fishing rod. Insect jaw, and hey, lumber. There's some pretty good items you can get from monster drops. It's worth it to farm. For encounters, I mean, anyway. Turnip seeds. Chests are always good, too. You never know what you'll get a drop from the chest. Butterflies? What lies beyond here? Looks like I can update my diary here. I should do that now. Now, I would do that, but I think I'm going to save that for tomorrow. There's not more I can do in here, unfortunately, so... I am going to... need to extend that much. I'm going to just go back to the castle town. And I am going to head over to the baths. What I like to do is, you know, at the end of the day, after you've done all your stuff, you're low on HP and RP.
Welcome.
Oh my, this is the first time you visited our baths, isn't it, John? Our baths are very relaxing, you see. They'll restore your HP and RP completely. Please stop by whenever you feel the need for a refreshing break. Oh, I know. Since you're still getting used to life in town, let me give you a special deal. You can use the bath free on your first 5 visits. A nice, relaxing bath is a lovely way to wash off sweat after a long day of farming or adventuring. So yeah, let's use the bath. Since we have it for free for a little while, might as well take advantage of it. Get all of our HP and RP back.
I did it!
Get our bathing skill up as well. At least if I go in here. Yeah, skills. So we have our farming skill, cooking, searching, walking, eating, defense, bathing, throwing, leadership. But yeah, there are a lot of different ways to increase your skills. And just experiment around. Usually getting hit with things is a good way to raise your defense. It gives you more vitality and HP. Yeah, it's worth just experimenting around, seeing what'll raise what. Alright, I think now that we're at the end of the day, what I want to do is, I want to go by the... Oh, I think the general store's closed, isn't it? Or at least the Blossom's not here. Oh well.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I think we've done all
Good evening.
I think we've done all we can for today. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna save, and then in the next episode, we are going to tackle more quests, and we're going to finish off the Yokemere Forest dungeon. So, I'll see you guys then. Bye!